All right, check, levels. We good, we ready. Cameras are rolling. Check. Okay. Having a little fun today, but welcome to On the Radar today, people. And today, I want to tell you what is on the radar today. On the radar, we have Lagunamoon essential oils as well as Lagunamoon diffuser. Now, got to tell you guys, I've been using this for about 5 months. And full disclosure, before we go any further, this stuff was sent to me to be tested and to get my thoughts and opinions on it. So, as I tell you guys, I use things, what you see a lot of people do, and I'm going to keep it real with you guys. A lot of people, they'll get a product, whether it's sent to them or they purchase it. They get a product and they either use it for a day or two, or they just look up and, look up stuff online. They find the information about it and they tell you about it. And that's the basis of a lot of people's reviews. What I realize a lot of people don't do is actually use products for an extended period of time and give you their real world experience, firsthand experience using these things. So what I do, which I feel like everybody should do, you take your time to use these things and you gather your own actual thoughts and benefits and conclusions and all of that stuff. That's what you think a review would be, right? But for some sad reason, a lot of times that's not what you get. And if you haven't noticed that, start paying attention. If you go to YouTube and you watch different reviews and stuff, you'll notice that people are just recycling information. They're not giving you their actual experiences with it. So with all of that said, I'm going to give you my actual experiences using this stuff. But like I said, it was sent to me. But I'm going to, like always, I'm going to give you an unbiased opinion of this stuff. Now, the funny thing is, right as they were sending it to me, right before they reached out to send it to me, I was having a conversation with somebody and I was saying I wanted to try this stuff. And I wanted, not, necessarily, not the company. I didn't know anything about the company. But I wanted to try essential oils. I wanted to try a diffuser. I wanted to try aromatherapy to see what that was all about. And lo and behold, they just reached out. It's like they heard me. I don't know. Sometimes I think these phones, they anyway, it's a whole other topic. But they're listening. But anyway, so yeah, let me get serious. So they reached out, and I've been trying this stuff for 5 months. Now they sent me a 20-piece kit of the essential oils. They sent me the diffuser and they sent me a big bottle of lavender oil. So let me give you the rundown on some of the stuff that this stuff does before we get into my experiences and what I, all that stuff. Essential oils and aromatherapy is actually used in plant-based medicine. There's all types of topical as well as internal, external uses for this stuff. So you can inhale it, diffuse through the diffuser. You can do the I can't think what it's called, like the aromatherapy, like when you're misting it and you're putting the thing. I can't, but So you can inhale this stuff. It gives you a lot of benefits, antimicrobial. Each oil has its own different types of benefits and stuff. So you definitely have to research your oils and all that type of stuff to see what does what and the benefits and all that good stuff. And one thing that you should know is there are synthetic versus organic compounds and different oils. So you want to make sure that you get essential organic oils. You don't want to get synthetic stuff. You also don't want to get stuff that's diluted and mixed with other things unless you do have a reason for that. Like for instance, there's certain oils that if you're applying to your skin, you don't want to put, or you're not supposed to put just directly to your skin. So you have to mix it with a carrier oil, like let's say coconut oil and things like that. So it's just about knowing the ins and outs of this stuff before you just start using it and, doing all types of stuff with it. Some of the benefits right away is, obviously it makes the environment and the room smells good. It disinfects, it's antimicrobial. It's good for your hair, it's good for your skin, it's good for your internal, your digestion. It's all types of different stuff. But a lot of people just basically, just off the bat, they say, I just want my room to smell good. Disinfect the air and the environment. And that's great. That definitely works for that. But it's also very good for sleep, relaxation, meditation. You always see it in spiritual stuff where people are trying to get into that meditative zone and just, relax. So there's different combinations. Like for instance, if you wanted to, like one of the relaxing combinations, you would mix lavender, bergamot, and frankincense. For sleep, you would do lavender, jasmine, chamomile, bergamot. For energy, and I'm not saying you mix all of this stuff, but you use cinnamon, vanilla, lemon, orange, lemongrass, bergamot. These things are good for energy and, feeling good and just setting that type of energetic mood and thinking and, being productive. And then, there's the meditative stuff, sleep, like I said, relaxation, focus, energy. So it's all these different uses that diffusers and the oils do for you. Now, some of my personal experiences, I definitely, notice that when I use certain combinations, it does relax me. It does put me in a more just calmer mode. It definitely helps with sleep. It puts me in a deeper sleep. So these things I have seen definitely for a fact that definitely work. I can tell you, like I said, I've been using this for 5 months, this diffuser. I have not used it since I started using it. Like I use it almost all day. I definitely use it almost every day. You just get accustomed to it. And like I said, there's different uses for it. So, and some of the fun things is playing around with the different oil combinations and getting the different scents and really paying attention to how each one affects your body or affects your mind, and it does certain things. So, and then also the way other people, when they come into your environment, how they react. I've seen people come into my environment tense, and I have the diffuser on, and within 10-15 minutes they're a lot calmer. They're not talking the same, they're not thinking the same, and it's they don't even realize like they've calmed down, and they're more in a more relaxed or mellow state of mind. And one thing I also want to say, a lot of times you usually see these things, like women use a lot of this stuff, but men, I think either we don't talk about it or we don't utilize these things enough. And I've always been into different scents and smells and all that stuff. And obviously, as you can see from the colognes up there, the smells and scents have always been my thing, but I never really thought about how these things affect your mind and your body. And now that I've been getting more into that, it's a real serious thing for me. So, if you're dealing with things like stress, anxiety, sleeplessness, even digestion issues, this is something to look into and experiment with these different oils and see what it does for you, because different people have different benefits. This is something now, it's just part of my daily life. Like, I can't live without it. And you can even use some of this stuff, for these different oils, for cologne, for natural colognes. If you like, certain of these oils are in colognes anyway, in different hair products and skin products. So, do your research and really, you'll realize this stuff is everywhere. And there's all these different uses for these different oils. So, like bergamot, I know is one of the things you find in a lot of colognes. Lavender, a lot of this stuff. So, like I said, just do your research. Now, I know I've been, talking on and on about, this part. Let me get into the actual what they sent me. So as far as the diffuser is cool. The cup in the inside that holds the oil is pretty big. So like, it actually lasts, for me, I think it lasts anywhere from 6 to 8 hours, if it's all the way full. So, you can just put it on and just go about your business, and you don't have to worry about it running out. There's also different settings so that you can have a burst where the mist comes out for about 30 seconds, then it stops, and it's on an interval, and then the other one where it just continuously shoots out. So, just depending on you and your circumstance and maybe how big the room is, you want to put it on those different settings. They also has the different lighting features, which is cool, especially at night. Sometimes, you want to, the light, they can switch and alternate the different lights, or you can select it to stay on a particular color, like green. Like right now, I just have it on green. But you can, switch it and just let the colors rotate, or you can not have it on at all and just, let it be its regular white. So that, a lot of times colors help, it reflects your mood, helps put you in a better mood. So those things, especially at night when the light's off, is kind of cool. And, it helps to balance out and regulate your mood sometimes. So that's just a little cool little feature. Now, when the water runs out, it automatically shuts off. It actually flashes, and then it shuts off. So it's an automatic cutoff. So it's not just running and running once the stuff runs out. So, for instance, if you happen to leave it on and you run out, or it's running while you go to sleep and then the water runs out, then it'll just cut off and you don't have to worry about it. You just, continue on with whatever you're doing. The oils are cool. They give you this nice little box set. Mine's currently is a little beat up and used, as you can see, but then there's other pictures that you'll see when it was brand new. So, you can definitely tell I've really been using this stuff. But the box set is cool. And you have your different stuff, your eucalyptus, your geranium, jasmine, velveter, sandalwood, frankincense, orange, bergamot. You got a lot, it's 20 different oils. So especially if you're a beginner and you don't know what's what, this is a great set to just start off with because you have a ton of different oils. Then you can, you definitely have a good base to start. And then you can look them up, see what combinations are good, and just play around and experiment with them. But this is a definite, for me, it's a definitely good starter because I have a lot of stuff right here. They also sent me the 30 mil, the 300 mil bottle of, the 100 mil, I said 300 mil, the 100 mil bottle of lavender, which is cool. And it has a little the dropper, so it's easy to get the oil out. But this stuff is just cool. Lavender is definitely very good for relaxation and just putting you in a calm, sedative type of state of mind. So lavender is one of those that I use every single day in almost every combination. One of my other favorites is bergamot. I'd use that a lot. So like I said, there's different combinations depending on what you're trying to do. Let me get into some of the pros and cons of this, the diffuser. Some of the pros, like I said, the colors are nice. They change colors. The cup is very deep because, like I said, I've had other or I've seen other diffusers that the cups are pretty small. So that means you're gonna have to keep changing and adding water every few hours. So, it just gets annoying. So that's kind of cool. The auto cutoff definitely is a cool feature. The different settings for the mist is definitely cool. It's not too big and it's not too small, meaning it fits on your desk or on your dresser. It fits good. It blends in well with whatever you have on your on your desk or whatever's in your environment. It blends in. It doesn't really stand out too much where it takes away from anything, and it doesn't take up a lot of space. So for me, it's kind of like the perfect size. It's just there. It's not in the way. So I've seen others that are, very small, like I said, and there's some that are way too big and they're bulky and they're just weird. So I just like the shape and the look of this one. Another big thing is the oils are using essential oils. It is a lot more, it smells better. It's a lot more safer also than, we use a lot of air sprays and stuff and chemicals and this stuff is not good. A lot of us use air sprays, and if you notice, that stuff it smells harsh a lot of times. You don't want to directly inhale that stuff. So think about something that if you're spraying an air freshener, and especially when it's concentrated, you first spray it, you don't want to sit there and directly inhale that stuff. And all those chemicals are not good to be in your lungs. So you tend to back away, let it spread out, and then, okay, it smells good. But then you still have that chemical smell. With the essential oils, it's a natural thing where you can actually breathe this stuff in and get benefits, as opposed to, with regular air fresheners. You don't really want to be breathing that stuff in. So it's something else to think about when you're considering using the oils as opposed to the air fresheners. Once I started using these essential oils, I stopped using air fresheners. I still have them in the house, but I don't really use them personally. There's just really no need for them. You only need a few drops of these oils. So if, like when you're adding your oils into your diffuser, you only need anywhere from 3 to 5 drops. So even though these bottles are pretty small, they actually last pretty long because you're only using a little bit. So, and that's another side note. You don't need to be dumping a whole lot of oil into your diffuser. Just a few drops and you're good. Some of the only cons, there's only not many cons, but one thing I noticed that this thing does leak sometimes, and I haven't figured out why, but it definitely leaks from time to time. One of my theories is that either it doesn't close all the way, which is the issue. Sometimes it doesn't seal when you put it on. You're supposed to put it on, turn it, and it locks. slightly. It doesn't fully lock, but you kind of feel the grooves going into place. I feel like sometimes maybe because that doesn't seal properly, or I think maybe there's a line where it gives you the max line to fill your water. I feel like whenever I get too close to that line, I've never put it over that line, but whenever I came too close to that line, I feel like that's when it leaks. So I just put less than, I probably put less than half, or about half. So halfway to the max line. And even that's enough, because that lasts, the mist lasts for pretty, hours still. So I just do that, and generally when I do that, it doesn't leak, but it does leak from time to time. Like I said, it doesn't always seal tightly and properly. And the other thing, it cracked. And that's just from regular use. Like, I haven't been rough with it, haven't dropped it, haven't bumped it, and it cracked, and actually cracked. Then it cracked again in the same spot, so it's chipping away. And that's just from using it, turning it, and put it back on. It's from regular, normal use. So it's a little, that was a little disappointing, but it has not stopped me from using it. And if I had to, I would actually buy another one. And since it's cracked, by the way, it has not leaked. So out of that hole, so I don't know. I just know those are the few cons. It's not something that would stop me from purchasing this thing, and it's not something that would stop me from recommending it. Although I am on the lookout for something that is a little bit better. But I have no real issues with that other than this. But the leaking obviously is an issue sometimes. But because it doesn't happen all the time, it's easy for me to dismiss it and just, keep it moving. But I just wanted to give you guys some of a preliminary, my thoughts and opinions of the Lagunamoon oils and the Lagunamoon diffuser. Like I said, this is something that I've been using it for 5 months, and I use it almost every day. I love it. It has definitely changed my life in different ways. And I've been telling different people about it, and telling people that they should try it out for themselves. Give the different oils a try, definitely. If you guys want, I can do another video getting into a little bit deeper about the different oils, the different effects, the different uses. But, I didn't want to bombard you guys with too much information. I feel like I was already talking forever. But definitely look into this stuff. I will leave the links in the description so you can check out everything that I've spoken about and I've showed you. Anybody who has experiences, you may have more information to offer than I have. Definitely leave it in the comments section. Let's start a little, let's start conversations and help each other. That's it. Anything I might have missed, let me know. If I missed something or you have any other questions, let me know. I will definitely try to answer those questions. But all in all, I definitely like Lagunamoon, this product. I like their oils. I'm actually going to get another set of this. When I run out, I'll definitely get another set. And I also purchased, like, I ran out of the lavender, and even though they sent me the big one, no, that's not true. I got the big one, so I just took some of the oil out of that one, put it in this one. But the bergamot, I actually bought another one of these and, just replaced it, because this is my favorite one. So I bought another bergamot. My son actually used the rose a lot. He used it for cologne. He used it for meditation. He said, some of this stuff, like, he's heavy into meditation. And he said, some of these combinations, it really, really put him in a good state. So try this stuff out for yourself. Like I said, any other questions, let me know. I'll tell you whatever I can. I definitely rock with this product. I definitely rock with their oils. I definitely rock with the diffuser. It's worth checking out. Like I said again, until next time, stay focused, stay fit. Please hit that like button, show your support. Until next time, tune in to see what else pops up on the radar. Salute.